Hello and welcome back to Prosperity by Design. This episode, we're going to be breaking down your mindset and how, you're better than what your mind might think sometimes. So basically, we're going to break down that until you change your perspective, nothing changes. I believe it was the late Wayne Dyer who said, nothing changes if nothing changes. I could be wrong, but it's a very true statement. Nothing changes if nothing changes. And so I want to bring awareness to this in light of a story that I have from back in 2021 and 2022. So in 2021 and 2020, 2021 and a portion of 2022, I blamed a prior coach that I had hired for literally every part of my financial struggles, because I signed up for that coach's program in 2020, and it was over the summer of 2020, and it was $4,000. And she was kind of getting at, you'll be able to make back your investment, and you'll be able to, impact more people, and you'll be able to increase your income because of it. And the thing that kind of happened was I spent on this program, and I didn't get what she was marketing. I didn't get that result. And instead, I got a shitload of debt, a shitload of credit card debt on a high interest credit card. And so I blamed her for everything going forward from that point on. And I kept pointing the finger at her for literally everything. It didn't matter what other coach I signed up with. I kept pointing the finger at her, and it didn't, it's not going to, nothing about pointing the finger at somebody is going to get you where you want to go. It's not, because you're pointing at them because they're outside of you, because you don't want to take responsibility for the decision that you made. And so what I want to kind of talk about was how that mindset is not going to get you far. So did she engage in false marketing and fake marketing to get me to pay her thousands of dollars? Yes. But it was ultimately my decision to pull the trigger and pay her the money. So I have to take responsibility for my actions and my decisions. And when you're living from a place of cause, I'm learning this in my NLP certification, my NLP practitioner certification. When you live from cause, then you're standing in a much more powerful space than if you're living from the effect, okay? So something to think about is result versus reasons. So cause, when you're living from cause, you're results based, you're results oriented. And if you're living from the effect, it's you're listing out reasons why you cannot do something. So you want to approach things from more of the space of the cause space, because when you're focused on the results and you're focused on cause, then that's when you're going to continue to bring in those results. If you're focused on reasons and you're focused on blaming other people and listing reasons why you can't do something, that's I just keep thinking right now as I say it, it's a waste of air. Why even say those things? Nobody's going to want to hear it. Nobody's going to want to listen to it. Nobody's going to want to take a part in it. So there are a couple of things that actually happened out of this, and I want to share them with you because it affected my finances. And obviously prosperity does encompass finances in a way, but prosperity also encompasses mindset and how you hold yourself and how you lead yourself going forward. And so I want to share these 3 points with you on what came out of this particular experience. So the first thing was that I actually started making moves and taking actions towards my goals. So when you start to live from cause and you start to function and work from a place of results, you actually want to like get yourself to the result. So you're going to take the actions necessary to get you that result or to bring that result into your life. And that's a much more powerful place because you're coming like from action. You're taking the action, you're doing the thing. The second thing that happened was I detached. Like I let it go. I just let it go. Like it was over 3 years ago now. And if I keep pointing the finger at her, I'm never going to move forward. And that's the thing about like, especially if you have a client who you take on who's pointing the finger at another person, like it's a little bit of I'm not going to lie, it's a little bit of a red flag, but there are people who are out there who have done certain manipulative tactics and who have created negative behaviors in people because of the way that they coached and worked that person. So that aside, I let the guilt and the shame and the embarrassment around that particular investment, spending, whatever you want to call it, decision go. Like I just let it go. Like it's $4,000 in the span of my life. I'm obviously going to make a hell of a lot more than $4,000. So I just moved past it. I let the tear down fests go. I let the shitstorm go. I let the pity party go, and I just moved on and I moved forward. And that has helped me so much more than continuing to be like, well, she told me that I could do this and she told me that I could do that. When I'm living from the space that I'm like referencing past things, like nobody wants to hear it. Like people are like, what are you doing now? Like, what are you going to do now? Right? Like they don't want to hear what's happened in the past. They're not interested in how you've been stuck for the last 3 years. They want to know what you're going to do about it. How are you going to take action out of that? And so the third thing that I got out of this was that I took my power back. I claimed it back for myself, and I claimed my role in all of these scenarios. Like I just took radical responsibility. And when you start to take radical responsibility, you're going to start to see how different things become in your life, in your business, in your relationships. It doesn't matter where, it'll happen so radically fast. You're going to be like, holy shit, like I can't believe that this happened. And like, you don't feel like a different person, but you are a different person because you conduct yourself as a different person, because you take responsibility, because you take control, because you go after the results, you go after the cause at the end of the day. So in terms of like nothing changes if nothing changes, it's true. Nothing changes if nothing changes. Nothing is going to change if you don't grow and evolve and change out of that situation. Nothing is going to change if you don't change yourself, if you don't change the way that you hold yourself, the way that you lead yourself, the way that you talk to other people. Nothing is going to change if you aren't willing to take the uncomfortable step and the uncomfortable action to make your situation, your circumstance, your finances, your relationships, whatever, better. So you have to become the change that you're looking for. It's literally like such a huge saying. It's such a huge quote that people reference all the time. Become the change you're looking to see in the world. And when you're in a mindset space of like, and trust me, I've been there for so long. I was there for probably like 2 or 3 years. Like, I can't do this. I'm in so much debt. I don't know that I can do this. I don't know that I'm going to be able to. This person got me in this debt. I can't believe I fell for this. Like, instead of doubting and instead of saying those things that make you seem like in a lack mindset is the best way, like you're fixed, like you can only grow so much, expand yourself, open yourself up, like become the change that you're looking to see. There's so much more that I can say on this, and obviously because I'm like talking to my phone in the car, I feel like there's a little bit of a block in what other ways I can expand upon this, but I know that probably in future episodes, I'll be able to expand on this a lot more because we're setting up a podcast studio. It's official. And I just need to get the table in the space, and I need to get the microphone set up. And I'm so excited. So that way I know I'll be able to like mentally think and like mentally have more space to be able to like go and rant on these points and these topics. But it is really true. Like if you want to see a change in the world, you have to become that change. Because nobody else is going to do it. They're going to do their own thing. They're going to conduct their life their way. And nobody's going to do the things that you're looking to see change. Like, you have to make that change. And when you take the responsibility and when you take the when you make the decisions and take the actions necessary to do that and get there, then I promise you the whole world is going to change in front of your eyes. So I know for a fact that when I decided to take control of my finances, and like, don't get me wrong, in January 2023, I was like, okay, I'm going to do this. And then like for a couple of months there, like literally until the end of March, I was like, I don't know. But then in April, I started to see such drastic, radical changes happen that I was like, damn, this is possible. Just keep going, make the change, keep with the behaviors, stick with the habits, keep doing what you're doing. And because I did that for my finances, I was able to pay over 5 figures of debt. Like I was literally able to pay $25,547 of debt off in 2023. And had I not changed my mindset and had I not stuck with those habits and those behaviors and those actions, then I wouldn't be here today and I wouldn't be sharing this with you. And I wouldn't be telling you about how important and how transformative your mindset is in doing these things. So if you're ready to do those exact tasks around your finances, like change your mindset, change your financial future, pay off debt, and just basically make your financial life glorious as all hell, sign up for the Financial Fitness waitlist, because when you're on the waitlist, you're going to get access to incentives and rewards and discounts. Actually, the first one is going to go out this Friday to those who have signed up on my landing page that I'm going to link down in the show notes below. And you're going to get access to things that once it's open to the public, they will not receive access to. So definitely be sure to check out the link in the show notes and to get on the wait list. And I will see you in Financial Fitness. Talk soon.